Proceed with caution. Just a regular sign of a blind corner, an overhead crane area, wild animals crossing, and news you should be careful with while reading.
Proceed with caution. This website generally fails to maintain basic standards of accuracy and accountability.
There you have it. We've already told you about NewsGuard, an online tool masterminded by folks like the former head of the CIA that flags good news websites as green and those it sees as dodgy ones as red. It's been up to you if you want to install the plugin or not, unless you're a user of the Microsoft Edge web browser. From now on, the feature's built into the app. At least you can switch it off.
After launching in the US, NewsGuard will expand to serve the billions of people globally who get news online.
So perhaps a little contract with Microsoft could be one of the first steps of that expansion. Readers of any of that red-colored carousel, caution please. By the way, this is what we've heard from one of UK's most read outlets, rated 1 out of 5 for credibility.
We have only very recently become aware of the NewsGuard startup and are in discussions with them to have this egregiously erroneous classification resolved as soon as possible.
With these guys, most or all the criteria is fine. Green light, you're good to go. Oh, BuzzFeed's there in the green zone too, because perhaps it never spews out anything unconfirmed or unreliable. Even the Team Green bench in the UK has realized something's probably wrong here. But once I remind you who's behind NewsGuard, things will start to make sense. I mean, do you really expect the brainchild of a board of advisors that's comprised of all kinds of former American security and foreign affairs officials to flag WikiLeaks anything but red? Anyway, nothing to worry about since the green standards of journalism are sacred for these people.
I'm not against propaganda. Every country does it, and they have to do it to their own population, and I don't necessarily think it's that awful.
Speaking of standards of accountability, one of NewsGuard's investors has chosen not to do anything about its contract with Saudi Arabia. They don't have a problem taking care of Saudi officials' PR, even after the shameless murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Anyway, Microsoft's okay with these people being in charge of which color goes where, as long as the tech giants get to avoid more awkward questions like, why aren't you dealing with all that fake news?
They can blame us, and we're happy to be blamed. Unlike the platforms, we're happy to be accountable.
Everyone chooses their own way to proceed with caution.